world peace grown locally. It's not just a tagline. It's core to what we do at Friends Forever. But what do we mean by it? It means we believe that peace is not a destination or a noun, it's a verb. It's the action we must take. As a CEO, feminist, partner, friend, and father, Joe Keefe embraces this belief, and it's why we are honoring him here today. And like Joe, we also believe that the most valuable assets are not those traded on the market, but the ones we are endowed with at birth: resilience, risk-taking, playfulness, and a limitless capacity to give unconditional love. But how can we build a world at peace if we cannot build it within ourselves, or in our families, or communities? Isn't it stunning that there is no school class devoted to this? Instead, formal education is based solely on purposeless and ultimately unfulfilling individual academic achievements. We believe that any focus on achievement must be based on a solid foundation of self-reliance and social responsibility. When young people start taking action to dedicate themselves fully to a life which integrates mindfulness, a healthy diet, physical exertion, and connecting with both nature and with their fellow humans, then they are in a better position to make the world a better place, or even to build a new world. FFI tries to impart for youth the lessons of self and collective sacrifice. Sacrificing the need to be right. Sacrificing the misguided belief that the freedom to not hear speech that offends you is more important than my freedom to say it. Sacrificing our endless appetites. For when we begin to make these sacrifices, we begin to remove the need to self-blame over that which we have no control over, and instead focus our energies on solutions to the challenges we all face. Because we need challenges in order to become the best versions of ourselves. There is no bliss without the burn. As a species, we evolved to face existential risks amidst the struggle to survive. Alone, the struggle is too much to handle. But when shared, every problem can not only be solved, it becomes a catalyst for one of the most wondrous aspects of humanity, the alchemy of the human bond. The struggle can be as small as a teenager going without technology and eating plant-based for 2 weeks. But committed action builds trust. It builds connection. And is it fair to say that after the last 2 years, we should no longer be underestimating the primal need for in-person human contact? That we can no longer discount the significant health benefits of a hug? Unlike what you may have heard, the majority of our youth today desire to be a part of a larger shared struggle, one that will require them to face their fears and to leave the warm and safe web we've woven of helicopter parenting, lack of accountability, and a society that is increasingly unwilling to listen to diverse viewpoints without instantly labeling those we disagree with as uneducated, irrational, and immoral. At FFI, we embrace difficult conversations. We listen with the knowledge that we can always be learning, that every voice deserves to be heard. And because we do this, we can remain true to our values, not sugarcoat reality, nor shy away from sharing tough truths. These tough truths lead to our young leaders questioning authority, as they should, but also hopefully self-reflecting on how their own words don't always line up with their actions or inactions. From preaching tolerance for all, yet canceling many, to searching for authentic connections while living in their phone. Claiming the mantle of environmental warrior whilst eating a meal which represents the primary reason why the planet is heating up, and numerous other inconsistencies. During our program, we encourage you to embrace that which makes us fundamentally human, the exponential benefits of compassionate communication. of developing one's grit and determination in the face of adversity, the joy of creative and unstructured play, and the building of our empathy muscle, a muscle grown only through daily reps of kindness, especially when to do so brings one discomfort. Where is our Elon Musk of empathy? The shining example that undertakes self-care, not for the sake of herself, but who is constantly working to become the best version of herself so that she can help her community to be the best version of itself. Who strives to create a more just world, not simply through tearing old constructs down, but more importantly, building new ones up. As I look out upon this room, I can say with full certainty, you are sitting next to them tonight. Individuals like Jess, Jonah, and Joe, the folks at Impacts, the ones at all the nonprofits represented here, both small and large, and all of you as well. Starting tonight, you are a part of FFI's mission, whether you want to be or not. Your living example will show young people that we can do big things together. Whether your passion is gender equity, eliminating food insecurity, or saving the planet, it starts with you, but can only succeed with all of us. Tonight, please leave with the full understanding that your existence, your presence right here and now at this time in history has purpose. Your continuing investment in hope, compassion, and the most underutilized natural resource in the world, our youth, will realize dividends of peace in our local community, in ourselves, and in the world. Thank you very much for coming.